relevant to network operators across the TAM area. And so we do that with issuing a number of research papers, but also quarterly newsletters with key topics and a number of areas that we think are important to operators.
Yeah. All right, final question here. How do you guys collaborate now with other organizations, standard bodies like Broadband for Cable Labs and others?
Yes, well, that's a great question. Really appreciate that one. So since, I took over almost 5 years ago, and I had been working with Broadband Forum for decades and had a great appreciation for the organization. And so I didn't want to replicate the standards activity that they're involved in. So one of my good friends from decades is a guy named Ken Coe, who was the CEO of the Broadband Forum at the time. Now he's moved to Craig, is now the CEO. And so since the beginning, when I took over, we've had them at our conference to play a prominent role. And so basically, it's all the engineers that want to get into the deep dive on technical details. And so we started with pre-conference workshops, and now that's evolved into a full broadband forum track. So again, our working groups and our efforts have been on industry best practices and advocacy and training, while we let our partners at Broadband Forum really focus on developing and standardizing a lot of the technology standards. And then on Cable Labs, Curtis Nettle and the guys at Cable Labs, we love those guys. We have been making the Fiber Broadband Association is a very welcoming organization for the cable industry. We've continued to have cable tracks and try to be interesting to the cable industry. And Curtis has focused a lot of their work now on PON technology. So again, continuing time. We don't have the formalized relationship we have with Broadband Forum, but again, we enjoy working with the cable industry as they are all new builds are fiber to the home. Anywhere there's competitions, fiber to the home. And so, and for all the smaller cable providers, have already moved to 100% to fiber. It's just kind of the big ones that have a lot of, it's going to be a huge CapEx investment for them to get there. So, they'll be on some DOCSIS technology for a while, but again, we love those guys and just great partnerships.
Thank you.